I am very excited and gung-ho about what I'm about to share with you. We're going to talk some about the 12 rules of customer engagement. And I like that word engage because when you engage someone, that means you're getting involved with them. And in order to have a culture of excellence, it's so important that you understand customer engagement. Now, I'm going to give these to you rapid fire, so we're going to move right in to the 12 rules. Rule number 1 is this: always be passionate. Always be passionate. Henry Ford said this: if we are not customer driven, nor will our cars be. I like that. I like Mr. Ford. You know, he was a brilliant man. So if you want the customers driving your cars, you better be customer driven or always be passionate. Rule number 2 in the rules of engagement is customer care. Old Zig Ziglar used to always say this: people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So what you want to do is show customers that you really care. And there are little ways to show people that you care, just as there are ways to show people that you don't care. You know, recently I was at a family event, and it was a beautiful barbecue we had outside. And man, there were like about 100 people out there. But the people that put it on really came across with hearts of caring. Whatever you wanted, they tried to deliver for you and get for you. Oh, you don't have to get up, Mr. Smalls, I'll go get that for you. And you left the place feeling, wow, this was really good. You show that you care by your actions and by your attitude. We're talking about 12 rules of customer engagement in a culture of excellence. Rule number 3 is this: always be friendly. What, be friendly? Come on, Bernard, man, this is the real world. You know, it's the 21st century. We're all mad and we're frustrated, we're angry at life. No, when you come to work, check your unfriendly attitude at the door and put a smile on your face. I like to say this every day: I feel happy, I feel healthy, and I feel terrific. And when I say that, when I'm walking into the dealership or walking into work, all of a sudden I get a pep in my step, all right? Because I do feel happy, and that happiness is shared. J.C. Penney, the man who founded the great store, the great retail store, said this: every great business is built on friendship. Every great business is built on friendship. Now, isn't that something? You ever been in business with people that are not really friendly? You really don't even want to deal with them. You're like, oh, God, I got to go. I've got to make money. I need to make the check. I need to get the contract. But it's such a good thing when you're dealing with people that are friendly. In fact, I believe that roughly 50% of your job, if you're in sales or service, is being friendly. It's a big part of the job. So be a cheerful, friendly person. Rule number 4 is to exceed expectations. Now, to exceed expectations, you must first of all what? Meet expectations. Many places don't even meet expectations. I mean, the customer's not even getting what they're paying for. But when you exceed the expectations, that means you deliver more than you promise. Roger Staubach, the great former quarterback, said this: there are no traffic jams along the extra mile. Meaning, there are not a lot of people going the extra mile. So when you start exceeding expectations, you separate yourself from the pack. Going the extra mile means delivering more for the customer than they paid for. Rule number 5 is this: real practical. Always practice the 10-foot rule. Always practice the 10-foot rule. Now, we're talking about rules of engagement and what makes a culture truly excellent. The 10-foot rule was founded by Sam Walton, as far as we know. And Sam Walton was the founder of Walmart. Sam Walton encouraged his associates to take this pledge with them. Listen, I promise that whenever I come within 10 feet of a customer, I will look him in the eye, greet him, and ask, how can I help you? Whenever I come within 10 feet, and he would make them make the pledge, and it made Walmart a friendly place. It also helped make Walmart a great place. It's called the 10-foot rule. Do you practice the 10-foot rule in your organization? By the way, you should also practice it with team members. If you get within 10 feet of someone, say hi. I see people walking around all the time, and it's sad when you see managers do it. They'll walk within 3 feet of another associate and not even say hi, not even say good morning. But practice being friendly. How much energy does it take to look someone in the eye and say good morning, good to see you? All right, so practice the 10-foot rule with customers and also with team members. Rule number 6, always be a team player. Why? Service is always delivered in a chain. And a chain is only as strong as its weakest what? Weakest link. You say, I'm not the weakest link. I don't want to be the weakest link. But if you're the part that breaks down, the whole chain pops. You know, let's say you're pulling a car, say from Atlanta to maybe Birmingham. What happens if the chain pops? You lose the whole car, and hopefully there's no one behind you, okay? Hate to even think of that. But the chain popping at one link causes the whole car to go. That's the way customer service is. You want to deliver a team effort. When a team member fails, the whole team fails. Number 7, rule number 7, always handle dissatisfied customers. When a customer is dissatisfied, do everything in your problem to solve that problem immediately. Although your customer won't love you if you give them bad service, the competitors will. If you don't satisfy your customer, someone else is waiting today to satisfy the customer. You notice how many products and services are out there? I mean, no matter what you're doing today, the competition is fierce. There's a lot of people involved in everything. So handle dissatisfied customers. Rule number 8 is always pursue excellence. Always. Say always. That means you're always pursuing excellence. You're pressing for excellence. Now, excellence is not perfection. A lot of people get the two messed up and mixed up. Excellence is the pursuit of perfection, but it's not perfection. Guess what? We're not perfect, but we do want to passionately pursue perfection. And if you pursue perfection, you will achieve excellence. But understand the difference between excellence and perfection. Now, a lot of people say, Bernard, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Excellence, professional, being good, it's all the same thing. Well, I'd like to think of excellence as the route, the path, the commitment on your way to perfection. Rule number 9, always offer customers speedy solutions. When does a customer want a solution? Now, yesterday. You need to be like Speedy Gonzalez. You know what I mean? Remember the old cartoon? Just moving fast, making it happen. When a customer's complaining, take care of them. Rule number 10 is this: always listen to customers. Always listen to customers. Now, in Raving Fans, we say you must decide what you want, have a vision, discover what customers want. That means listen to the customer and to the market, and then deliver plus 1%. So you always want to listen to your customer. Rule number 11 is this: simply create moments of magic. Meaning, do the little things that make the experience really special. Like when you stay at the Ritz-Carlton and you come in at night and the bed is turned back and those nice cookies are laying on the bed. That little extra makes it a moment of magic. In many businesses, especially dealerships, customers are having many moments of misery. We need to translate those into moments of magic. And rule number 12 is you always want to make customers for life. I love the phrase customer for life. That means I'm not just trying to sell you a car. I'm not just trying to give you service now. I want to own you, and I want you to own us. It's like getting married. You know what I mean? You say, don't use that illustration. Most marriages don't work. Well, many of the good ones do. And if you have that commitment to your spouse, you have that type of commitment to your children, that type of commitment to your customers, you can have a long-term relationship, a customer for life. And by the way, the longer you keep a customer, the more profitable that customer is to your organization, and the easier it is to serve the customer. 12 rules of engagement. Have a great day.